Good afternoon, guys. We've got this 2016 30-foot Airstream Classic that we just did a solar install on, and I always, when I have trailers here, I try to go through and look and see if there's anything that I see that might need adjusting or anything like that. And one thing I noticed, this trailer has a ProPride hitch on it, as does my Airstream also. So I was looking at this hitch. I'd moved the trailer one time and had a little bit of an issue connecting up when I came straight into the trailer, and initially everything looks fine, but if you notice here, there is a slight offset to the hitch head. And the reason that is because the yoke of this hitch is not centered. Let's see if I can move these here. It's going to be hard to see, but the gap on this side is way less than the gap on this side. And the reason is because if you look at the bracket on this side of the hitch, the frame bracket for the yoke tail sticks out that far. You come over here on this side and you look at it, and it doesn't stick out at all. So what's happened is that bracket has shifted all the way to one side, and that's causing the head to be slightly off center. That's one thing. And then the other thing I noticed is there's quite a bit of play in the yoke itself. Now, if we walk over here real quick to my trailer and you do the same thing, you'll notice there's no rattle there. So the tail of the yoke needs to be tightened in the frame bracket also. So we're going to do those things. I'm going to put the camera on the tripod and we'll get this guy all tuned up. We should make everything work a little better, track a little smoother and a little straighter. All right, so it's a little windy out here, but what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to take these bolts and loosen them on the frame bracket on both sides. So we'll work our way through that, loosening everything up enough that the frame bracket will slide. I'll walk around the other side here. Sorry if the wind is kind of rough. I didn't pick this day to film. It just kind of worked out that way when I found it, and this trailer is going to be picked up soon, so I needed to get it done so we could see it. Okay, so what we've done is we've loosened these bolts here, and this frame bracket will now slide side to side, and we're going to adjust the frame bracket so that there's equal distance on both sides. And then the tail of the yoke, which, let's see if I can get down here so you can see it. The tail of the yoke is this piece here. It comes back and it's off center at this point. Let's see if I can get a better video of that for you. Yeah, there's the yoke tail here, and you can see where it goes into the frame bracket, and it needs to be slid to the side. All right, what I'm going to do here is measure from the front leading edge to the edge of the frame bracket is 4 inches, and I know on the other side it's 0. So what we're going to need to do is move it. We're going to say we need to go, all right, let's see, that's 3, 2 3/4. Let's see if I can get a reference on this side now to 2 3/4. Okay, so now I've got my measurement the same. It's 2 3/4 inches on that side. It's 2 3/4 inches on this side. Now we know that the yoke is centered on the A-frame of the trailer. All right, now that we've got the frame bracket centered, we're going to just tighten everything back up. These bolts will need to be torqued also, and I will pull the torque specs and torque them to the appropriate torque. But this will solve a tracking issue for this trailer with the yoke being out of center of the frame bracket. All right, we're going to go around the other side now. See if I can move you around here with me. Let's see, tripod set there. And we'll do the same thing here. We're going to tighten these brackets. And again, there is a torque spec for these. I can't remember right off the top. I'll get my manual and look. I think it's 65 foot-pounds or 65 foot-pounds, but I'm not for sure. I'll check it and make sure before we get there. But that'll keep it from sliding. So this will solve the squareness issue. The other problem that we're having is that this hitch, I'll set it right there, sorry. This hitch has got quite a bit of rattle in it. And that's due to there being too much play where the tail of this yoke goes into the frame bracket. So we're going to tighten that up a little bit, and that'll remove that play. All right, so we'll get down here and we'll work on removing the play from that frame bracket and that yoke. Still got to go some more. Loud, sorry guys. It's getting better, but hadn't got it all the way there yet. All right, so let's recap what we've done. We've essentially came in here now, and the way the hitch head pivots, we've centered the yoke so that it is, the tail of the yoke is now in a line with the A-frame and with the trailer. It's centered on the trailer. And then we remove the slop from the yoke, the back and forth inside the bracket. So now we have no slop there, and the hitch head is running true to the center line of the trailer. This should make this trailer tow a lot smoother, a lot straighter, and have less issues when hooking up. Anyway, motto is always leave it better than you found it. So that's what we've done. Hopefully we've improved the situation here.